Hi guys, so same as last time, I'm going to do a 2-month passive and side income report. Putting aside the fact that I haven't filmed for 2 months, part of the reason that I'm banding them together is just because there's not too much going on. So sort of what I did last time as well. Having said that, do take into account that I haven't uploaded for quite some time when it comes to these 2 months. So we're looking at June and July, and basically I posted I think at the beginning of June and then not again until right at the end of July or early August. So pretty much almost 2 months with no posting and no really social media activity or anything. So this was a good test for me to see how good, I guess, the passive side of this stuff is, because obviously it's quite hard to tell when you're constantly posting whether that momentum will keep going. Now, obviously, I can't expect it to stay at the same levels, and you know I've had a few amazing months, but it's still been awesome to see that despite not posting, I was still getting quite a good amount in. And in both months, I essentially made enough that I could easily live off of in Poland. So I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, if I kept not posting for like 6 months, it would get less probably. But it is good to know that I don't have to put the pressure on myself if I'm feeling too overwhelmed or too stressed, and that passive income will still tick along. Okay, so I'm going to stop waffling and jump straight into June. So if we kick off with dividends, you can see it's been an amazing month for dividends, probably one of my highest months. Now, I've not previously included eToro dividends, but now I figured out how to actually see what I got. Now, I can't see it individually, but I can see how much I got for the month. So I guess that's all that's important here anyway. So I got £14.75 from eToro. And then the biggest amount was Unilever, which makes sense because it's one of my biggest positions. I got £15.48 from them. And then Legal & General, £9.95 from Free Trade. And that was before I sold all my positions on Free Trade. Realty income was $5.49, and then my Johnson & Johnson was $3.45. So you can see all the other smaller ones as well if you wish, but it was $61.26 in total, which is really good. Okay, so teaching next, and this month in June it was $164.88, which again, not too bad. If I translate that into Polish money, it's just under 1,000 zloty, which is pretty decent for something that's pretty part-time for me. Then moving on, Etsy, £1.54, bank interest, $25.42, and that is the last month where I had something on my personal account as well. So that's essentially made up of £5.88 on my personal account and $19.54 on my company savings account. YouTube, £192.08, which again, for pretty much not uploading for the whole month is really good, because similar to the teaching, that is pretty much almost 1,000 zloty. Actually, it might be more, let me check. Yeah, so it's over 1,000 zloty, which is again, pretty good. It does reduce again in July, which you will see, but again, no uploads. And then probably the one that people are most interested in, the sponsorships and affiliates for June. Now, I did have one video which was not a sponsored video, but I've mentioned these before if you've watched these videos before, where I made a video for their channel, so that is included in this. But it was a tiny amount, it wasn't a lot because it was like a 2-minute video. So all in all, my sponsorships and affiliates come up to £1,186.90. So actually, the passive income, £1,405.94, side income, just teaching this month. And then if you add all of that with the dividends, you've got £1,632 this month, which is awesome. Again, I'm not hitting that 3K per month goal that I had at the start of the year, but I couldn't have foreseen everything that was going to happen this summer. And I'm still really, really happy with that. So moving on to July now. A bit less on the dividends this month, so 34.38 in total, of which actually £19.88 was on eToro. And then the second biggest was Realty, so that 564, that's pretty consistent. And then we've got 315, weirdly enough, both from S&P 500 and my Money Farm ISA, and then £2.17 from Shell. And that small amount from Comcast. Now, teaching a bit less in July. If you watched my video of where I've been, my grandma died in July, so I wasn't teaching for a couple of weeks, so that's why it's a lot lower. Bank interest now is £25.43, and that is now fully from my company accounts, because essentially when the exchange rate was good, I transferred all of my personal sort of savings into my Polish bank accounts because I wanted to make use of the good exchange rates. Etsy, £1.52 in July. YouTube, 163.87. So again, lower than June, sort of dropping, but if you think about it, pretty much hadn't uploaded for like 8 weeks at that point. So still pretty good. And then affiliates, there was no sponsored videos or content or anything for any other channels. So the total came up at £942.52. So the total passive income element there was £1,133. And the full total for July for passive and side income was £1,270.72. So there you have it, my June and July passive and side income. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully a little bit inspiring now, because you can see that once you build up this base, you can actually go a few months without doing anything and still make pretty decent income. So hopefully it's motivated you to go out and get passive income streams. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.